I have my own principles. I don't want to be trampled on forever.
Do you think I'm a beggar?
What you just watched wasn't actually dubbed by a professional voice actor. That entire clip was translated, voice matched, and perfectly lip-synced in one click using Higgsfield's brand new audio feature. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works and why this completely changes the game for AI video. Higgsfield has always been one of the best platforms for AI video because it puts every top model in one place. But the one thing it's been missing until now is audio, and that just changed. If I hover over audio in the top navigation bar, I can see three options: voiceover, change voice, and translation. Each one does something different, and all three can be run on professional voice models. When I click into audio, I land on the main interface. There's a prompt box at the bottom center of the screen, and on the left side of that prompt box, I can switch between voiceover, change voice, and translate depending on what I need. Right below the prompt box, there's a model selector, and this is where it gets interesting. I can choose between 11v3, Minimax Speech, and Vibe Voice. I'm going with 11v3 because that's Elevenlabs running directly inside Higgsfield. Elevenlabs is the #1 voice AI in the world right now. Their model handles tone, pacing, and emotion better than anything else available, and having it built into the same platform where I generate my videos means I never have to export, re-import, or manually sync anything. 11v3 costs $22 per month if you use it directly through Elevenlabs, but having it integrated into Higgsfield means you're getting that same premium model as part of your existing subscription. You're essentially getting professional voice AI at a fraction of the standalone cost. I'll start with voiceover to show you how the basics work, and then I'll get into the feature that makes this whole update worth it. Voiceover is the text-to-speech side of the tool. I write a script in the prompt box, pick a voice, and Higgsfield generates an audio file from it. On the right side, I can browse through the voice presets. There are over 40 of them, split between male and female, and each one has a specific character to it. Some are warm and conversational, some are bold and cinematic. You can use punctuation to control pacing and emphasis. 3 dots create natural pauses, all caps adds emphasis, and question marks change how the sentence ends. This gives you insane control over the performance without needing to re-record. I'll select a voice called Harrison.
I'm Harrison. My voice is the sound of a legacy in the making.
Which has a clean mid-range tone that works well for narration. Then I'll type a short script in the prompt box. I'll type, "The market shifted faster than anyone predicted, and by the time the rest of the industry caught up, the window had already closed." I'll hit generate, and within a few seconds, I have a fully produced voiceover that sounds like it came from a professional recording studio.
The market shifted faster than anyone predicted, and by the time the rest of the industry caught up, the window had already closed.
The pacing is natural, the tone matches the content, and because I'm using 11v3, there's none of that flat robotic quality you get from cheaper text-to-speech tools. Now I'll try a completely different voice to show you how much the character changes. I'll switch to Sterling.
I am Sterling.
Which has a lower, more dramatic delivery, and I'll type a different line. She stepped through the doorway, and everything she thought she knew about that house turned out to be wrong.
She stepped through the doorway, and everything she thought she knew about that house turned out to be wrong.
And just like that, the vibe completely flips into something much darker and more suspenseful. That's the advantage of having over 40 presets to choose from, because the right voice turns a flat narration into something that actually fits the tone of your content. You can also adjust the language of the voiceover. 11v3 supports over 70 languages, so if you need narration in Spanish or Japanese or French, you write the script in that language, pick a voice, and it handles the pronunciation natively instead of just reading foreign words with an English accent. This is great for faceless content, narration, or any project where you need professional audio from a script. But the feature that really shows off what this integration can do is change voice. So voiceover handles text-to-speech, but change voice is where things get serious, because this one takes any video where someone is speaking and replaces the voice with a completely different one while keeping the lip sync perfectly matched to the new audio. I made a clip earlier inside Higgsfield of a man in a leather jacket standing in a warehouse, and I used one of the video models to generate the whole thing from a single prompt.
I told them this was a bad idea from the very beginning. Now we have exactly 12 hours to fix the mess they made before the entire system goes down for good.
The visuals came out great, moody lighting, shallow depth of field, and the character is looking straight at the camera like he's about to deliver a speech. But the voice that came with it just doesn't fit the mood of the scene, so I want to swap it out for something that actually matches. I'll switch to change voice on the left side, upload the video, and browse through the voice presets. There's no prompt to write here, as you're just picking the voice you want on whatever the character is already saying. I'll go with Gideon.
I'm Gideon.
Which has this deep textured delivery that fits the mood of the scene. I'll hit generate and let it process.
I told them this was a bad idea from the very beginning. Now we have exactly 12 hours to fix the mess they made before the entire system goes down for good.
And look at that. The voice matches the character perfectly, and the lip movements are frame accurate to the audio. It doesn't look like a voiceover was dropped on top of a video. It looks like this person actually said those words on camera. The jaw movements, the pauses between sentences, the way the mouth closes on certain words, all of it lines up. Now, if I want to use my own voice instead of a preset, I can do that too. Right in the voice preset section, there's a create custom voice option at the top. I'll click it, and here I can either upload an audio file or record one directly in the browser. browser. Higgsfield takes up to 2 minutes of audio, clones my voice, and saves it as a custom preset I can use on any future project. I get up to 3 custom voice slots, which means I can have my own voice plus 2 others saved and ready to go whenever I need them. I'll record a quick sample right now, just a few sentences in my normal speaking voice. And once it finishes processing, my voice shows up in the preset list as a selectable option, just like Harrison or Gideon. So I'll upload another video I generated, this time a man in a coffee shop explaining something to the camera, select my clone voice, and hit generate. The biggest mistake most people make when starting a new project is overthinking their gear. You do not need a massive expensive camera to get started, because good natural lighting and clear audio matter so much more. And it works. The character in the video is speaking with my voice, and the lip sync matches perfectly. If you're building a faceless brand or a UGC channel where you want every character to sound like you, this is how you do it, and you only have to record the sample once. So whether I'm building a character for an AI short film, creating UGC style ads, or just adding my own narration to generated footage, Change Voice handles all of it without me ever leaving the platform. And there's one more feature in the audio tab that takes this even further, and I want to show you what it can actually do with something you'll recognize. Translate is the third tool in the audio tab, and instead of just telling you how it works, I'm going to show you with something a bit more fun. I'm going to drop this viral Chinese animation clip into the Translate tool and convert the audio to English, because if it can handle a fast-talking animated character with exaggerated mouth movements, it can handle anything. I'll switch to Translate, upload the clip, set the target language to English, and hit generate.
我有我自己的原则，我不想一辈子让人踩在脚下。你以为我是臭氧贩子？
I have my own principles. I don't want to be trampled on forever.
Do you think I'm a beggar?
And there it is. The character is now speaking English, and the mouth movements match the new audio. It's not a subtitle overlay or a dubbed voiceover floating on top. The lips are actually syncing to the English words, even on an animated character with stylized movements. That's a hard test, and it passed it clean. But I want to take this one step further. I'm going to go back to the Change Voice tab, upload this newly translated English clip, and again, I'm going to use my own custom voice that I cloned earlier. I'll select my voice, let it process, and generate. I have my own principles. I don't want to be trampled on forever. And now this animated beaver meme character is speaking English in my voice with perfectly synced lips. That's 3 layers of AI audio, translation, voice cloning, and lip sync, all done inside one platform in about 2 minutes. Think about what that means for a second. I took a clip that was in a language I don't speak, translated it, and then made the character sound like me. That entire process used to require a translator, a voice actor, lip sync software, and probably a video editor to stitch it all together. And now it's 3 clicks inside one tab. And this is where it clicks for anyone making content at scale. If you have a video that's performing well in one language, you can translate it into Spanish, Japanese, Korean, French, Arabic, Portuguese, or any of the other supported languages in a single click. You don't need to re-record anything, you don't need translators, and you don't need voice actors. The lip sync adjusts automatically, so the result looks like it was originally filmed in that language. And with Elevenlabs built directly into Higgsfield, you get studio quality audio to match your visuals, and the entire workflow stays inside one single platform. The real value here isn't just the individual features, it's having everything integrated. You don't have to deal with multiple subscriptions, file exports, or anything else. You got everything right here. If you want to try Higgsfield audio yourself, I've left a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.